Hey everybody, it's Vincent. Anyway, I know this is not relating to video games, but this is something... Well, actually, this does relate to video games. This is called the FW M569 Game Port Mini System. This is not just only for games, but for all around. I use this for all of my gaming. I can't really use it for when I make my gaming videos, but this is how I get my surround sound. This system right here holds 5 CDs. These buttons right down here. There's a CD, radio, system, and game system. Now you gotta be wondering, why would they put game system on here? Or game button on here? The main reason is because any game system on this, how is very simple. You plug in your video and your 2 audio, then you have another cable connect to the back of this, and then you connect that to your TV. That's how you get your surround sound. This knob right here is the volume for master control volume. It can also be removed in case you got kids over and you don't want them messing with it. This one, on the other hand, can't be removed unless you want to really pull it right out. But this one controls gain volume. I normally just keep it all the way up, because then I just change it with the master plan. Max system here works for all the settings for gaming. You can also mix the settings. You can mix what you hear in the game with the CD, the radio, or even the aux system. All that you can mix with. You can also kind of get the bass on it for a punch, speed, blast, which, like I said, to me is just a bass system. I always use blast. This can also act as an alarm clock, because when you wake up and want to listen to your music, it'll only work for the tuner or the CD. It don't work for the gaming or the aux system. It'll only work for those two. But the volume will keep increasing when you wake up. I found that out the hard way. Also, it comes with a remote as well. You can control all of it from this little panel right here. These two right here, from what I can tell, not very loud, medium, and then loud. Both left and right, and it has a little thing that is like this. This can also read MP3 CDs, which not a lot of systems can't. Comes with a fan inside, so that way it doesn't get overheated, but you will hear that fan. I mean, it's not loud, but when you have like a dead silence in your room, it's like you can hear it. And when you first think about it, you're like, what is that noise? And then you turn it off, and then you find out. Good thing about this is that it doesn't come with cables, you know, the actual plug-ins for speakers. You actually have to wire it for right here, which is how I made my surround sound. The FM system, you have to buy your own separate one for the AM, and the FM, it came with one. Again, you have to hook those 2 wires in there. The aux system is right here. Unfortunately, there's some other plugs that didn't come with it, I guess because I got with the regular pack and not the big one. This is only the mini one. But it does pack a big punch. This will work with practically anything that I can think of. The only problem I had with it really was I couldn't make my videos while at the same time using this. Which was kind of sad, but oh well. Another part that we'll be covering on this is the remote control. This is the remote. The remote can turn it on as well as turn it off. Unfortunately, when you press the power button, it doesn't turn it on. Strange, right? It turns it on this, but it doesn't turn it on the remote. The only way I turn it on, and I actually like this feature, is by pressing CD, tuner, aux, or gain, and instantly assigns it to it. Now let's just say I turn this on by pressing gain. Well, I just got done playing the Xbox 360, and now I want to listen to some music from my tuner. I click the tuner on here, and then I want to change the radio station. I press this button, but it's doing nothing. This one kind of scared me because I thought I ran out of batteries, so I changed the batteries. It turns out that if you change it on here, you have to change it on here too. I really didn't understand that, but oh well. The music for mixing it, as well as the big max sound itself also you can put on here. You can also dim it so that way it's dim on the display and right here as well. A few other features do come along with this. These two buttons right here will change the album. This one will actually title. In other words, go to the next track. This will change the album. Also have repeat, program. You can program your own stuff in there, as well as sleep, set your own clock, and timer. And I'll turn this guy on in just a moment. Alright, my system's set up right now. This is really a good system, honestly, because right now I just turned on my game system and it's online right now. I just got signed in. And there I am right now. And you know what? This thing's not even on and it's working. For the video at least. Let's turn this on to my game system. It says game port on there. I can also mix stuff with this. Now let's just say, I think I'll mix a CD with it. Now the only problem that I have with the CD part is that it's not loud enough and I haven't been able to find a way to make it louder. I think what you could do, don't quote me on this, is while it's playing you could reduce the game volume, which might work. I never even bother messing with the game volume itself. But that could work, but it'll reduce the gaming itself, but you'll get better music. This is a good way for you to mix your game with your music in case you don't have a wireless connection. It'll also mix with your tuner, and it'll mix with your aux system in case you have an MP3. And of course it goes off. And then blast, right now I just put on blast. And let's go over to the aux system. I was watching some TV, so good system for that. Next is the tuner. I don't even have the antennas hooked up right now, and I can listen, for those of you who are in North Carolina, I can listen to the G105 from right here right now. And I don't even live in Raleigh. Radio station. But either way, you can program your own radio stations. They will not reset in case your power input gets canceled and your power goes out. But your timer does go out, so that's another thing about it. It will read your CD on the remote. All you gotta do is press the CD that you want to go to, and it'll instantly go to that CD. But to extract the CDs, you had to press one of the buttons up there. In case you lose your remote, you gotta press the button twice. It'll still take the CD out, but it'll take it right back in. And then it'll start reading it. Like I said before, this thing has 5 CD holders. They all work just fine. And this thing has never given me problems. I've had no problems with it so far. It has been, what, 4 years now? It'll even show up which CD it's playing. There's a little blinking symbol. I don't think you can see it very well. On which track it's playing. You probably can't really hear it right now because I'm using a headset to talk to you on this part. And you can always just shut off with the remote as well. It's really a unique system, and remember, if those of you who want it, it is a FWM569 game port mini system. Very good, very never broke on me, never had any problems with it. I highly recommend it for those of you gamers. For those of you who just want a surround sound system that's not going to cost you $400. At the most, this will cost $200. And even then, I think the price has probably dropped because, like I said, that was like a couple years ago when I got it. I highly recommend it for those of you who are gamers, CD lovers, music lovers. I highly recommend it. I mean, seriously, you should go out and buy this. And I guess I'll see you in another one of my videos. Thanks for watching.